And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing is Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 46.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. He'll buy some time right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Off the play fake. Cousins sliding out of the pocket. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
I think by now it's been demonstrated quite well in the NFL that mobility is an attribute, but when you couple it with accuracy, you've really got something going, able to get outside the pocket and complete the pass.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Cousins. Flushed out right. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
A 28-yard attempt.
Joseph's got it. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with
Like
sports.
that. They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I
and
like
a
that.
really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the
A
whole
little bit.
thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Out to his left. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Hard running at the 15. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Play fake. Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. They'll run with Cook. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Cousins. And he's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyler Conklin from 3 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Rodgers on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packers with the football here late in this 1st half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete there to St. Brown. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat.
Rodgers pass. Complete to Daniel Jones.
2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. The Vikings going to signal for the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Final Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Cook. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal. The 2-yard line.
On play action, Cousins rolling to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Rodgers on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 80 yards on the ground for him so far. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jones. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It was Nick Vigil there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. being chased down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down. On second down, it's Cook. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Rodgers on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Rodgers to throw once more. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. He holds it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling there to make the grab. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the delay, Jones. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. This one swung out here to Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones from 4 yards out. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Packers 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablets.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 76 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Rodgers on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 2 touchdowns, under 1:20 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pass complete, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Throwing now is Rodgers. He hits Adams, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Rodgers again now. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit. And that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Nearly picked off.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
Result of the play is a turnover.
Cousins here to throw. Steps away. Smith catches left side. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were